Hello you guys and welcome to Bella's Novellas. Today I'm here with my October TBR. I know this is up before my September wrap-up, but I thought I would just include it, so yeah. Anyways, so the first thing I read in September, and probably my favorite book out of all of it, was Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. I do not have it with me. I did return it to the library already. So when I learn how to, I will put the picture right here of the book, but if you're watching this before that is up, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. If you watch a lot of book videos, Everything Everything is very popular and very hyped up and definitely worth the hype. And I loved it, and if you want to know more of what I thought about it, it is on my Goodreads, and I will leave that linked down below. And yeah, the next book I read right after Everything Everything was Beach Bully by Jake Maddox. I also do not have this book, and it was a middle grade, like, sportsy book. I used to read Jake Maddox a lot in elementary school, and yeah, it's just about a boy who moves to a new town and surfs, and it's like a 40-page book that has giant font, and I just read that really quickly because I wanted to kind of relive my childhood for a second, but I decided to stop doing that because I have more time on my hands now and I can read a lot. So yeah, sorry if I keep touching my hair. I just got out of the shower and it's all fluffy and I don't like it. Um, and the final thing I read in September, I know only 3 books, but that's more than I read in months, so I'm very excited about that. The final thing I read, I do have, surprisingly, and that's The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm going to try to get it. There you go. There you go. The Fill-In Boyfriend by Casey West. I loved this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, and the other two, I gave Beach Bully 3 out of 5 and Everything Everything 5 out of 5. But I gave The Fill-In Boyfriend 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5, right? 4 out of 5. And again, I did write a Goodreads review. It's pretty short, actually. I don't know why it was so short. I think I was in a rush and just had to get it up. But I really enjoyed this, and this is about a girl named Gia who gets dumped in the parking lot of her prom, and she has to prove to these friends of hers that she does have an older boyfriend, so she finds some random guy in the parking lot, and it goes from there. And I really, really enjoyed this. It was a very quick read. I read it in one sitting, well, one day, but I went different places with it. I went to, like, got my pedicure, and I went to work, and just other things. So I really enjoyed this, and again, 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely recommend it. So that was all for my September wrap-up, and let's get on with the October TBR. I started reading in September a little late, so that's why I only got that many books in, which is kind of upsetting, but definitely I'm still happy because I haven't read in forever, and I continue to post TBRs, and I never read. Never. I never read, and I never read what's on those TBRs. But this time, I'm going to read what's on this TBR, and I'm very excited for all of it. So yeah, the first book I have is Winter Kiss by Jennifer Eccles and Catherine Hopka. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you wrote it. I know it's a wintry book, but I've been in the mood for winter since I'm from North Dakota, but I've moved away and there is no winter here, so I just want to kind of feel the snow, I guess, through a book. And this includes a couple books. Sorry, my dogs are barking. 1 second. Girls! Girls! Come here. Anyways, so I'm very excited for this, and I'm not exactly sure what it's about, but they're bind-ups, and I love bind-up books. I go through them extremely fast, so I'm excited for this. I just had a book fall. Whoopsie. The next book I have is The Distance Between Us by Casey West. Cassie West, Casey. I think it's Casey because it has IE, but Cassie could have IE too. I don't know. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But anyhow, I'm not sure what this is about either, but I do know it's the same author of The Fill-In Boyfriend, and I've heard really good things about this book. I've heard that this one's better than The Fill-In Boyfriend, but I've also heard The Fill-In Boyfriend is better than all of Casey's books. But again, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm excited. It's a very short read. Pretty much all of her books are pretty short, and they have quite large font. But again, I just want to read this when I go to the beach or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna put this over here. Actually, I'm moving these books. I don't like these books that are right here. Hold on. The floor is very far down considering I'm so short. All right. The next book I have is Never Always Sometimes. I believe I have featured this in an earlier TBR. I'm not sure, but it's by Addie Elson. I believe Addie Elson wrote another book. Yeah, she wrote, or he. I'm pretty sure it's been a he. I'm not exactly sure. Huh. Well, the hero, Let's Get Lost. I'm gonna say he because I think I've heard somebody else say that. But anyways, here at Let's Get Lost and Never Always Sometimes sounds really good. It's about two friends who write a list of things they'll never do. Never do. What am I talking like? I don't know. They wrote a list about things they will never do, and they decide to do the list, which sounds extremely exciting. So I'm very excited for this, and I'm going to read it extremely soon. And a book that I do not have, and a couple books actually don't have right here, are The Accident Season by Maury. I don't know how to say that name, but if when I figure out how to put pictures, like I said, I will put it right here. Um, Anyways, so I'm gonna read that. I'm actually reading it right now. Pretty good so far. I'm not that far in, so. And then I also want to start City of Bones. I want to read dystopian, I truly do, but I just don't know if I can handle that. Um, I like light contemporary reads constantly. I know. I don't like thinking. Whoops. But yeah, I'll put that right here, but I'm pretty sure y'all have seen that, so yeah. Then I have The Summer of Chasing Mermaids by Sarah Auckler. I read 20 Boys Summer by Sarah Auckler, loved it, and I saw that she had this book out. I have a few of her other books, and I've enjoyed them. I think she wrote hashtag Scandal as well last year, and I really did not like that one. But anyways, I'm excited to try this one because it just sounds extremely good. I believe that she becomes mute or something of that source, or she has an accident and she has to become mute. Hmm. Not exactly sure. But I am very excited. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm extremely excited for this book as well. I have to stop saying that or else I'm going to get annoyed by my own self. Then I have 10 Tiny Breasts by K.A. Tucker. I have been wanting to read a K.A. Tucker book for a very long time, especially this series, and um, I don't really know what to say about it. It's very short, so again, I'm going to read it probably on the beach or something, and I'm not exactly sure what it's about. I believe it's about a girl whose family passes away or something. She meets a guy, stuff goes on from there. I believe this is new adult as well, and new adult books I fly through like crazy. Like I'll read them in like a sitting, not even, I don't know, just sit and get up and sit down. I don't know. And then I have Lying Out Loud by Cody Keplinger. This is the companion novel to The Duff, as it says on the top. I am extremely excited for this. I loved Cody Keplinger's The Duff, A Midsummer's Nightmare, and Shut Out. And I'm excited for this. I've been waiting for a Cody Keplinger book to come out, and this, again, is going to be extremely fast read, being as I read all of her other books in one sitting. So, I'm excited for that. The next two books are part of a readathon I'm doing. I'm only doing these two for this readathon, being as the readathon isn't too long. I think it's actually a week, I don't know. But I'm excited for these because I loved the first book. I can't remember the second book. But the third and fourth I've featured in TBRs and hauls, and I've never read them, and they need to go back to the library, so I thought I would read them extremely soon this week for the readathon, which is the series wrap-up readathon, read all the series. I don't remember what it's called, but I do need to post on Twitter that I'm doing it, so let's just do that. I have Crash Into You and Take Me On by Katie McGarry. I also, what is wrong with my speech? I also have Nowhere But Here by Katie McGarry, and I'm going to read that hopefully soon as well, but not this month. But I have Crash Into You and Take Me On by Katie McGarry, and these are both about like sports or a hobby that a guy has or she has, and then they end up having the same hobby, I guess, or they end up falling in love. I'm not exactly sure what happens, obviously, because I haven't read them, but I read Pushing the Limits a couple years ago. I read Dare You To earlier last year, I think. So I am excited for these two. I remember just trying to read this, but I remember not liking it. I got to page like 31, but I'm gonna retry, and I hopefully will love both of these. So yes, and the final two books I have is probably gonna be for a Halloween readathon that happens at some point this month. I'm putting on a readathon, but that's a whole other video. Um, these two books are for Halloween related. Um, I'm actually going to a haunted house with one of my friends, so I'm scared of haunted houses. I think everybody is. I guess it's a haunted house, but that I'll just mention that in an update video or something on my main channel. Oh gosh. Okay, so the first thing I have is Don't You Dare Read This Mrs. Dumfrey, and this is by Margaret Peterson Haddix. And I've been wanting to read a couple of her books before, but I never did. I think I read one book by her. Anyways, sorry about my dogs again, but this is about a girl who has a journal, and if she puts at the top, "Don't read this," her teacher won't read it. Because you know how teachers, you know how teachers give you out journals and you have to read them, or write in them, not read them. Uh, yeah, that's what she's doing. But if you put at the top, "Don't read this, Mrs. Dumfrey," I guess, that she doesn't read it, but it's like a scary story. I don't know. It kind of looks mysterious, right? I don't know. It's extremely thin. I don't know why I got this because it's so small. It's like 100 pages. I'm gonna read this in like a zero sitting. A zero sitting, yeah. That's a thing. And the next one is definitely more creepy, but it doesn't sound creepy, but it looks creepy. You know. Okay. Um, these is like a companion series, but it says "The Face on the Milk Carton." Um, I saw this, but not this cover, in Books a Million, and I thought I would check it out and just rent it from the library. Again, very short book, a little over 100 pages. This is about a girl who sees a milk carton with her face on it saying "still missing," and it ends up being her face, and you're like, wait, what? um, again, super creepy, super exciting, super small, super amazing TBR. I'm gonna say super one more time. Um, anyways, so I am extremely excited for all of these books, and I know I can read them all, so I'm excited for my wrap up. And I'm starting school again. Yay! I'm very happy. I just finished all of my welcome calls because I do online school, so you have to like get to know your teachers and stuff, and I just finished all of that, so that's exciting. And I have an extremely busy month, but an also very productive month, and I have so much to tell you guys. So much. And I'm just going to do a full update video. And I'm very happy. And yeah, so I love you so much. And thank you for viewing this video. So if you like it, subscribe. That was kind of a Superwoman thing. Whoops. Sorry, Superwoman, if I copied you. But if you do like this, please subscribe below because I will see you soon. And my videos are very hyper-like sometimes. And I'm pretty sure I get annoying. But there's something on here. I get sidetracked easily as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. So like this video, comment down below anything. If you're gonna read this, if you've read one of these books, tell me what you thought of it. Just don't spoil it. If there are spoilers, I can't talk. Oh my gosh, the lighting is so bad. Anyways, so I will see you guys in my next video. And yeah, mwah!